This is a little sketchbook tour through my current sketchbook that I've actually used to do quite a few of the ASMR video drawings in. I believe this is the 14th installment of ASMR drawing, so we're over the unlucky 13 barrier. And I'm just gonna get started. I got this for Christmas in 2020, as in 2020 going into 2021. It's been pretty good. The pages are quite thin, but I quite like that. If I got another one, I'd probably get thicker pages. I believe it's a German sketchbook. True, I can't read that. Anyway, I can't remember where I got this sticker from. This was from an art gallery I went to on holiday. That was you got that when you went in so you could leave and come back on the same day. Ah yeah, I've covered over things that I don't want anyone to see. It's just kind of personal information, so here I've got my name and my old address and other things that when I'm planning out commissions for people and it's just their personal information, or I do kind of use it as a bit of a diary sometimes, and there are some diary comics in it, so you don't need to see them. So I've used a lot of what do you call them, paper clips, and I've realised it makes a really good sound when you flip it over. I'll try and do it next to the mic now. Just rotating it really slowly. Little jar of paper clips. Anyway, maybe more of that later. So, a lot of this is just random work that I've created or drawn people that I've seen, or know. I don't have any explanation for this. That was because I've been was trying to draw things like at eye level, so not looking down on things. So if you can see, yeah, you can't see the roof of the car or the van or anything. Anyway, using that's the name of the sketchbook. Luigi and 1917 something. I was trying to draw using rulers more. Don't tend to use rulers a lot, and I should. So I went to a party a few years ago, and someone dropped acid at the party. Not me, I hastened to add. And they didn't have a good time, they had to be carried out, so don't take acid at the party. And this is what I imagine everyone's face looked like to that person. Or it kind of looks like the person too, I'm not sure. I do want to add that person was not me. I would freak out. Just a cool car with an engine. Danger Frau. Had half an idea to make a comic book about kind of Dynamite Diva-esque thing, but never got around to it. Bearded psychiatrist there. So this is all about January 2021. It was the second lockdown in the UK, so I had a lot of time for drawing. This is a comic book I started about. It was this kind of the second episode of the one that I'd made the year before, but it was just a little mess around thing. I do want to finish it though. Thought it was kind of funny, but it's just a little snippet. This is me planning a comic book that I never got around to finishing. I still do need to finish it. I think I watched a cooler, trying to go a bit more sci-fi. Something I've also been doing in some of the videos I've been uploading, drawing a bit more sci-fi-esque, like the space video. But yeah, I was happy with this. I edited it and put an aerial shot of London behind it in the background that looked quite nice, and then coloured all this in. I was making a comic about a dream I had where I was the king in a castle, and I was just loading it up. I hadn't read Game of Thrones by this point, I don't think, or ever seen it, but I was a bit of a... It turns out I dreamt I was a kind of Tyrion Lannister character, it seemed. I was trying to get better at drawing people. This is kind of January, February 2021 now. I'm drawing like realistic-ish people, and I'm actually quite pleased with that. Looking at these makes me kind of sad how thick and splodgy my pen's got, because here it's still super thin. But yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with that. I should have probably carried on practicing a bit more. This, I seem to remember, was a squiggle I did, that I then turned into this flying acrobat-esque guy. I'm not sure. Sorry about the... Had a little interlude there. I mean, I'll edit it out. There was a knock at the door, and it was two Jehovah's Witnesses who had been speaking to my partner the other day, and they were asking after them, but they left. My other half is out, so I don't know why I'm telling you this. Anyway, they left, it was fine. This is planning for a commission that kind of didn't come into fruition. I was really happy with this at the time. This big airplane, I've got a bit of a preoccupation with drawing airplanes. I'm not a great flyer, so maybe that's why. I remember at the time at work, all those years ago, two and a half years ago, I was kind of at work because I couldn't work from home, but also I couldn't do my job. I'm not going to go into what it was, so I had to kind of some days a week be in work, just kind of there, and I could kind of do what I wanted, so I did a lot of drawing, and this drawing was from there. Again, planning for a commission type thing. This was a commission. Big, detailed Godzilla type thing. Just some random sketching, a big car, a van, sorry, with big legs and big baby and strange face. A tuba. A tattoo design, that was. Is. This is kind of a carry-on from a commission that I did about this character, this huge character made out of granite, and he's crying granite tears onto a little flower that's grown on top of the earth. I realise that looks a bit like crude. This is another example of me trying to draw realistic faces better. Not sure how successful it was, but I'm really happy with the drawing overall. I kind of want to scan it in and colour it in. I think that would look quite cool. I'm super happy with this page. I think this is about summer 21. Had quite a busy 2021, so didn't get a chance to do much drawing, but yeah, I'm super chuffed with this. I did scan this in and colour it in. I've been meaning to make some prints of it, but yeah, it took me ages. It's one that was a bit of a labour of love. I was like, I have to finish it, but it's a bit of a pain to finish. I'm really happy with this bit. I quite like drawing maps. I think I should draw maps more and scenery kind of thing. Just noting down, sketching. Not much to show there. Again, doodling, band logo designs. Trying to go all kind of crazy. Do something out of the ordinary, really. This this was sat in my parents' living room looking out the front window. That was my dad's car. And that, actually no, that is out of my parents' front window. This plant is, you know what, I can't remember. I'm not sure where it's from. I think it's from my parents' house, out in their garden. I'm not sure. Anyway, like a mural type thing. Snail. I was really pleased. I can't remember doing these bits. I'm really pleased with these bits. They're like these little, like talisman designs. I was super pleased with this. I'm saying I'm kind of picking myself up a lot here. Sorry. I never finished it though. I think it's because I wanted to draw a plane here, but then I drew this awful back of the plane and it kind of put me off. But no, I was really happy with, again, like the scenery and the clouds, and I really like this particular one. It's like a little roller coaster with, I guess, what kind of looks like a little Japanese flag, but I will finish this soon. I think I'd really like to get this done. Yeah, I used to work in a school. I'm reading this out here. I used to work in a school, and every day I'd do gate duty and would be joined by the crows, and I've definitely placed way too much meaning on it, so here we are. I wanted to do a little cartoon about the crows, but life gets in the way as it does. But yeah, these crows used to come in every morning and wait with me. Don't know why. I've heard that you can train crows to bring you money and things. I definitely should have done that. If they bring you a penny and you give them like a bit of food, they'll learn and they'll keep bringing you pennies. Apparently. Weird tiger thing over here. Me not liking driving between lorries. A little bit of a rude picture up there. But it's kind of funny. Weird creature. Me and my friend drew that. I can't remember why. Fun Employment was planning a comic about when I was between jobs for a little bit after moving house. Planning comics and characters and drawing like a tech bro, blowhard, yuppie guy with a nice watch. Some more character planning. MF Doom. Planning a comic. You're probably bored of hearing this from me now, but I really hope you can't hear the dogs barking. They're going crazy. Anyway, Danger Dog and Pensounds. God, that was a little bit rude as well. Probably should have paid some more attention to what I cover up. Again, trying to draw the kind of semi-realistic faces and tattoos and things, and just doodling whatever really. Planning some commission work, a little kind of tattoo design that's not very good, I don't think. I started doing a drawing every day in 2022, and I've hidden a lot of these because a lot of them are kind of personal comics and stuff. But these are pretty general. This is a plant that's in my house, and I really like the shadow, the big shadow. I think it's, I don't know, a bit more fine arty. Or you can see my nice reindeer paper clip. Nice. That was me asleep, and this was a dream I had. But I can't remember a house or something. Kind of Godfather-y again. My chair. Me in the bath. Me on a run. Looking pretty sweaty and covered in mud. Tell you what, I've got to pause this for a minute while the dogs stop barking. Right, be right back. The dogs have stopped barking, and it's now absolutely pouring down with rain. You might be able to hear that, but that's a much more pleasant sound than dogs barking. Oh wow, it's really coming down. I've got to go. this after I finish recording this, so pray for me. Oh, I feel a bit bad about this. This is a drawing of my dad that looks nothing like him. Makes him look like some kind of bro. He thought it was kind of strange, but that was drawn, from actually looking at him, not a photo, which I should definitely do more of. Little bird over here. Just a random drawing I did of imagining the egg that lives inside my head, should there be one, which I imagine there is. Oh man, that rain. That's really good. I mean, I don't mind rain as long as I'm inside. Which I'm not going to be soon, oh dear. Sorry, I'm just looking at it. I got a bit mesmerised. Rocket ship with a drink coke advert on it. You might have just heard a door open in my house, which is kind of freaky as I'm home alone. Anyway, I was sat in a cafe in London for this one, drawing the chicken shop over the road. And this one was about me on the way to a job interview, where I couldn't use the car, I didn't use the car and I cycled, and appropriately, it was raining about as hard as it probably is right now. And I got soaked. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea. And I made this little silly thing about it. I shall take this as a moment of immense character building and forget the fact that I hate rain and believe that other than its role in creating all life, it is useless. That is true, I really don't like rain. I don't like how it ruins plans. Oh my gosh, there's a ghost. Anyway, I don't like how, when it's sunny and stuff, you can just sit outside. You can do anything, but there's a little bit of rude language on here as well. Sorry if that bothers anyone. I got the job though, you'll be pleased to know. It's not the job I had now, I soon quit it, but got the job. One bit actually, that's true. When I left the guy's office, there was literally a huge puddle where I'd been sat with my stuff. That is true. I can't lift home, thankfully. This is a little comic about me coming out of the shower and there's the biggest spider in the world on the floor. I don't like spiders. Weirdly, I don't mind tarantulas, but I don't like spiders. I think it's because they're too small, you can't see what they're up to. A tarantula though, you know where he is and what he's doing. Anyway. Just planning stuff for a drawing. Oh, this is about me getting the job. He rang up and said, we're gonna have a go with you. And I thought, okay, it's kind of weird. This was a pub in Peckham in London, February 2022. I had a Coca-Cola, as I think I was a bit hungover. There's my pencil case. That was a guy in the pub. Robot. Trying to be, again, more sci-fi and maybe a little bit more realistic than what I usually draw. Another job interview. So what makes you a good candidate for this position? I don't know. I didn't say that. Just kidding, of course. I didn't actually say this. I instead retorted with a rambling, nonsensical explanation of how good at admin I may or may not be. It did not go well. Weirdly enough, I also got that job, despite tanking the interview. But I didn't accept it as I kind of had 5 job interviews in the space of about a week, and I got another one that I wanted more, so didn't have this job. Trigo Mills, for anybody not from the UK, these are like huge shopping centres slash day outs. I guess it's not dissimilar to a mall, or what I imagine a mall is like. There's at least 2 I can think of in the UK, there's probably more, but the one I went to is this character I've created called Skulloid. This is the only drawing I've ever done of him though. I'd like to make a comic book out of him or something like that, but took me ages on drawing. I do like it though. Gorilla. I guess this is half an attempt at doing a tattoo flash page, but also it's just fun doing little kind of low pressure, silly drawings. I'd definitely get that tattooed though. I think I watched a Wittgenstein lecture on YouTube and was doodling. Looks nothing like him. Just planning stuff out for a commission, I think. Me on a skateboard. I think this must have been last summer when I was skating quite a lot, and I thought it'd be funny to do all like band stickers on a skateboard and stuff. That was, funnily enough, that was a year ago this weekend, because we went on holiday and I drew the shack where we stayed. Just random doodling, no real point. I'm pleased with this guy. I think he looks pretty good. Big old gun that was a motorbike. If you look at it from that angle, that was meant to be the front of a motorbike, but turned into a big gun. Some Hieronymus Bosch inspired drawings there. Planning stuff out for my shed that I'm building. Again, another little kind of low pressure flash attempt. I wanted to cover this, but I didn't want to cover this because I thought it was stupid and it makes me laugh. Iron lung. Again, it's a bit rude, so sorry. But it's just about some very kind of brash and rude skeletons. Don't know why I called it Iron Lung. This was before the King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard song Iron Lung came out. But I do like that song. Just a fella. Kind of semi-inspired by the Avia. But I've forgotten his name. The bad guy from No Country for Old Men. Him in that show, except he doesn't smile in that film. A pub quiz I did November 22. All the answers. Sketching, doing some kind of typography. More typography and just random dates and stuff. I do quite like typography. I can't. When she stayed still. Typography. I like this guy. Catman. This lady was also a sincere attempt at kind of drawing faces and stuff more accurately. So I have a couple of times in this sketchbook, but yeah, judged with that, I guess she's kind of a cult figure, as in she's in a cult maybe with this thing on her head and whatnot. More planning for things and commissions and drawings, and then doodling people. Octopus Man. These are from a postcard that I bought. Can't remember what. But I was reading Nausea by Sartre, I think is how it was by at the time. I thought it went well with, in fact it does go well with it, because that's on the cover of the edition of the book that I've got, so I didn't put them together, someone else did, I'm sorry. What else? People on a plane. I like that guy's face. The rest I can take or leave, but that guy looks good. Doodling. Thing from Holiday. these are just by the by. But I want to finish this character off. It took me a while just to do these bits because it's super detailed and the outline lines are quite thick, but yeah, I want to kind of create something out of that. I hope I will go back to all these things that I keep saying I'm going to go back to and finish. Hopefully my drawing style doesn't completely change between now and then. Here's where I started doing ASMR, because there we go, ASMR on the number plate. This was the first video I recorded, but I didn't record the sound, so only took about 10 minutes. Buzz. And here we go, my first uploaded video, The Knight in Shining Armour. May many moons of defeat shine upon your people. That's also a direct quote from a David Firth Salad Fingers Guy video. Again, I did the same with this, and I don't think it recorded, or I was practicing recording it. ASMR drawing, there we go, there's the, like for a little intro or something. Random sketches. That is the logo from the intro to my first ever video that I realised I didn't like, and I've never used it since. And a guy with a butt for a face. Again, bit rude, sorry anybody. I do like that guy though. Tattoo idea of Ladybird from King of the Hill with some Creedence Clearwater Revival lyrics. Thought that'd be quite cool. I might get that. Doodle. Quite pleased with these doodles, especially these ones, kind of freaky. And this was my second ever video that I think to date is, as of right now, is my most popular and watched video. The second most popular and watched video. Skull with the little oozy diamond in his head. Random dude. Weird, like, this was the day after watching Men in Black. I just randomly stuck it on while dinner was on and ended up watching the whole thing. So I can imagine it's inspired by the kind of silliness of that. This is another video I did drawing my first ever car, because I got a reminder of it on Facebook, and then I went ham on it with the inks. Looks kinda cool. Random face I doodled. Quite like these hands. If anyone knows the album cover of that Godspeed You Black Emperor album, or is it that Swans album? I can't remember, it might be the Swans album cover. It's got like some hands on it like that. Kind of inspired by that, I guess. Oh yeah, my video from the other week of drawing away stress, and I just kind of created this random face. It's very cathartic. And last but not least, my most recent video to this is the samurai. And that brings us up to now. So, I can see my camera's about to run out of battery, so I won't stay too long, but that's my most recent sketchbook. I have done drawings in other places, in other sketchbooks, on random pieces of paper, but this is the most recent one that I've had for, 2.5 years. That I've nearly